Dress like a hoe, I'm gonna treat you like a hoe.
I don't believe that a man who's with a woman, if he truly loves her and cares about her, that he will allow her to go outside with no clothes on. That's just me. I don't think he really is serious about her. That's just my opinion.
You know, you came up in an era, Miss Rashad, where dignity and grace were everything. So do you ever look at how wild Hollywood is now and you just think to yourself, boy, y'all got it easy. Y'all wouldn't have got away with that in my day.
Yeah, you'd have to look at Hollywood. I could look at the way young ladies dress.
I knew I should have worn some other pants.
You got your ass
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
elbow, shoulder over here. You want my coat?
The young ladies are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And something has happened in popular culture. You know, and I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way.
This is the thing, is that they will take this as personal criticism because modern females feel attacked no matter what you say. No matter what you say to them or about them, no matter how you say it, no matter when you say it, it's always going to be seen as offensive. And the truth is Phylicia Rashad really did grow up in a time where times were different. I mean, that's quite obvious to see by the stretch of her career and her character. And a lot of females going to be mad at that because it's hard for them to be able to dress and be a certain way and get attention and be noticed and get the type of lifestyle that they really desire, right? Whereas someone like Phylicia Rashad, she grew up in a position where she put herself to work and gain the things that she has. And so there's a lot of envy there for a lot of these females.
But you're young queens, beautiful and smart and brilliant and bright. And it really, I know I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. I mean, male instructors don't like it. But more importantly than that, and you'd correct me if I'm wrong, sir, no man wants his woman to be out like that. Right?
No, I grew up on Method Man saying wearing 3/4 of cloth, never showing your stuff off.
That's the problem with a lot of these situationships that females find themselves in, is because you're with a man that does not want somebody like that in his life, like that. They just want the intimacy that type of lack of commitment situation forwards them. Do you get what I'm saying? It's all about the benefits as friends. But these females don't really care, because the truth is, what they believe is giving the body is what's gonna entitle them somehow to getting that type of commitment from a man where he's gonna just like put a ring on it. It ain't gonna happen. So y'all need to accept that men are just not interested in committing to 3 or 4s. Especially when you dress like one as well. I mean, character is majority of the thing. And the thing is, character will determine or will dictate how you dress.
Boo.
That's right. But not only that, it's like there's today's designers. I mean, there's ways. There are other things, and I just
leave something to the imagination.
Yeah,
it would be nice.
Some things are for my eyes only, you know.
Yep, and like you said, there are ways of being sexy without showing so much.
Oh, please. And that's really not sexy.
I mean, one of the most sexiest, most beautiful pictures is you. I forgot what year it was, but you got on like a basketball jersey and like some jeans. You eating some popcorn. That is. That's an iconic picture.
Is it the white jersey?
Yes.
That was
that is a beautiful picture. That's like that is the epitome of sexy.
Oh well, it's. I think it has to do with I think it has a lot to do with what they see, or what they're emulating what they see.
Yeah.
See, we grew up in a time where the singers, these ladies were dressed down, darling. These women, whew, they were wearing robes and gowns and do.
And it's true. Like, we in this society today, we tend to do what we see others doing. And one can say that we are no longer free thinkers anymore. We just kind of like follow what the herd is doing, or we just do as we're told. You know what I'm saying? We're not really creative, schools of thought. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We don't think for ourselves. And especially when it comes to these females, they all pretty much are literally just doing the same thing. Like, they all wear cake face of makeup. You know what I'm saying? They're all wearing some sort of skimpy outfit up the butt. You know what I'm saying? Breast cleavage all hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to have that sex appeal. Is literally we're in like literally the clones. Did you get what I'm saying? So back in the day, you know what I'm saying, not even too long ago, like, women dress more modest. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, even like going to school, like the professors, the teachers, you know what I'm saying? They like standardly dress moderately. You get what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it is, like, they dress that way a lot of times because that's just who they were, right? And then the rest of the time is because they had to dress a certain way for society as well. Like, teaching kids, you can't dress the way you can today. These days, now you got OnlyFans models that are literally like teachers teaching kids. You know what I'm saying? There's been countless of videos that have gone viral where the teachers literally like showing her lower extremities, and students can see that. You know what I'm saying? It's just become like a whole like thirst trap at work. You know what I'm saying? We got air pilot, we got air hostesses now twerking, you know what I'm saying, at work. They get fired for it and stuff like that, but they still coming out of woodworks doing what they do. And that's the difference between now and I would say a good 30 years ago, man. A lot has changed.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's a little different today.
Yeah.
So they're really just emulating what they see.
That photo was from 1987.
1987?
Madison Square Garden.
Was it Harlem Globetrotters jersey?
It was, yeah. Well,
You know the picture I'm talking about?
Yes,
Miss
this one right
Rashad?
here, right?
Yes.
Gray with the
Oh,
popcorn.
yes.
You remember that, man?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I remember.
What you was doing?
I was there with Malcolm Jamal Warner.
I find that the women of today truly hate when you're modest. Modest in the way you dress, modest in the way you carry yourself. God forbid you don't smoke or drink. You have become public enemy number one. And honestly, as much as women don't like to admit it, anything that they feel like a man will like and another woman possess that they don't, they will try to villainize you. Women hate to see other women wanted in a way that's actually respectable.
I mean, yeah, that's the truth. Like, she really ain't told no lies there, man. That's the divide today between like females. Like, there are many divides among them, but it's like women that behave like women, you know what I'm saying, and act like women, dress like women, modest, you know what I'm saying, married a step further, and thriving within a family and stuff like that. They're like so hated when it comes to these females, you know what I'm saying? They're like arch nemesis enemies. Yeah, it's crazy. So you got these 304s, or these chicks that just dress like they ain't even evolving into womanhood. Yeah, they just put all kinds of types of negativity and labels on women who are modest. That's the truth. This is what's happening now with Phylicia. It's like they're calling her pick me. And a lot of these women, yeah, are being called pick me's for their choices because they are more committed to being modest, feminine. You understand what I'm saying? submissive, and that now is a pick me. That's what that's what's being hurled at these type of women. So yeah, she really didn't spit no lies there.
I don't believe that a man who's with a woman, if he truly loves her and cares about her, that he will allow her to go outside with no clothes on. That's just me. I don't think he really is serious about her. That's just my opinion. Because I think any man who truly loves his woman in that way and wants to keep her sacred to him, he's not going to want to have her exposed to the world. And I think when we get into the modest talk and the conversation, it goes back to the let women do what they want to do, mind your business, why do you care? But I'm like, it's so much protection that I don't think we correlate what being dressing modest. And, again, going back to your point about wanting black men to protect you, how can a man protect you when you put yourself at risk? And I think we kind of undermine that even just by how we're dressing and we go out in public. I have to know that when I go outside and I'm going to, wear certain things, if I put myself in a situation, I'm now putting my husband in a situation because of how I'm dressing.
She spit straight facts, and a lot of women gonna be mad. A lot of females gonna be mad at that because they feel so attacked, right? For talking about the way they dress, right, and stuff like that. But the thing is, like, this sister was talking a lot of facts because I don't think small-minded people can really comprehend things outside of their ability, right? And this is the thing about it is like the way a person dresses, right? Especially what we're talking about is females, right? It can affect a lot of things, right? Particularly men. And men, all different men, you know, respond in different manner. This is the thing. So some men are more aggressive than others, and some men are not most aggressive, but it's still unwarranted attention that you might get, right? And it then begs the question, do you really want that attention, right? Especially if you're with the man you love, right? Or the man that you are committing to, right? But this is the problem because men will approach, and then you got some men, right, that they can make it their business to interject and be a part of the situation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so what based on how she's dressed, he's going to feel enticed. A lot of men are gonna naturally feel enticed by the way a woman is dressed, by where a female is dressed. It's just the way it is. And if she's on your arm, it doesn't mean that she's unapproachable. Like, let's just be real. You might not like that, but that's the world we live in. That's just reality, right? And so if she's dressed a certain way and this guy is aggressive, right? He's gonna approach and he may be physical. Then that puts the man that she's with at risk because what is he gonna do? Just let some rando come and be physical with his woman? Do you get what I'm saying? And this is how you get a lot of like physical altercations that could break out, right? But then even if the guy isn't aggressive and he's just like, you know what I'm saying, shooting his shot type shit, then what you got to deal with is that a type of attention regardless. So the way the female dresses can affect a lot of things. It can affect a lot of realities. Like dressing modest sends a signal to men. Um, I think I think highly of myself. I don't want your attention in that way, right? Don't look at me. And if she's with a man, then it says, I respect myself and this man that I'm with. Do you get what I'm saying? And men will think twice before they make certain approaches or attempts. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We're all funny creatures out here, but the truth is the truth. There are, social cues and signals that we send to each other, and there are ways that we speak through body language that are inviting, or deflecting. And that's just the truth.
I used to justify wearing revealing clothing by saying, oh no, I'm getting dressed for me.
Yes, not for you.
Not for you, not for the male gaze. This is what I like. This is what I feel comfortable with. And for a time, that makes sense until you realize that one, people will address you the way according to how you're dressed most of the time. Two, the male imagination is a very fragile thing. It can be inspired by just a shoulder. My goodness. And so if your whole, you know what I'm saying, if your nipples are out, you can imagine what that man is thinking in his mind. And he's not approaching you to have a conversation about the political state of the country. No. He's approaching you with the intention of making sure he sees the rest of what he's not seeing right now.